it's so good to see you. It's been a while, hasn't it? But thank you for sticking around and being patient with me as I build my land and, you know, just reclaim it and make it mine. And maybe that's what's going to be about our reading today, claiming our land as our own. And, just this grounding energy that I'm feeling come over us. So, today we're going to look at elemental readings. I've already done fire, I've already done air, and I've already done water. And you are last, but you are definitely not least. And I appreciate every single one of you that are here in our kingdom. So, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. My moon is a Capricorn. So, it's kind of fun, but sometimes not so much. Especially because I'm an air water sign cusp. So it just is air, water, earth. So we're going to take a look today, and I'm going to use the Sun and Moon Tarot deck. We're just going to pull one card. However, the way that God has me doing this reading is we're not just going to shuffle. I'm actually going to spread them out, and my little eyeballs on my fingertips are going to pick for you. All right, Lord. Let's just invite you in. Let's see. What's going on for Earth signs? Earth signs. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. What would you like us to know today? What is it, Lord? Within this Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy here. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. It's right here. Which one, Lord? This one. Ah, look at this. Well, I'm allowing myself to feel. I'm allowing myself to feel. I was allowing myself to ground, and now I'm allowing myself to feel. Do you see where he's going with this? He's allowing you to ground in your fours, which we have four right here as well. This is the Four of Cups card. This is a depolarizing Four of Cups card. So we're in our big four, and four is also going to represent our pentacles in this earth. And so we see where this cups to pentacles paradigm is reversed. It's kind of mutated in a different way. Um, Now that we're allowing ourselves to feel, we have seen that we have not been in control of our own heart space. We have not been loving ourselves properly. We have not been treating ourselves properly. There's a lot of when we look at this cups, where have we been before? And there's a lot of recognizing that I wasn't loving myself when I treated myself this way. I wasn't loving myself when I decided to cope this way instead of process it and grieve it out and do what is healthy. Um, and I can't help but feel an extra pressure behind here, like it's an extra entity, whether it's coming off polarizing, like it isn't demonic, but it's just someone who's always with you. And I feel as if this could be your spirit guide. This could be an ancestor, but I'm also very much getting a twin flame vibe. And if we're looking at this paradigm that has been mutated, right? Let's take that application and put it into this twin flame perspective. And if you haven't been loving yourself correctly, you now see that you haven't been loving your twin flame correctly. So there's a lot here to process through that's kind of been holding you down. I mean, we see this lotus here, and you're floating on the water, but you're really looking like you're facing up and underneath, right? Here is the moon and the weight of it all. This lotus is blooming outwards, ready to create, ready to reproduce more. It's just not facing the right way. We have to reverse polarity in order to bring ourselves back. We started this off with grounding, and I have to reclaim myself. I have to see what's in that moon, don't I? And the moon is our feminine energy. The moon is what's hidden in the dark. The moon is also going to be our maternal line. The moon is also going to show us what has been passed through our mitochondrial DNA, which is also passed through the mother, which is the water here. We definitely also want to bring up this aspect of water signs in Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So, um, it's just this aspect within your feminine self of how to mourn correctly, really, earth sign, how to cope correctly, how to grieve. And grief really is love that has nowhere to go. So if we're going to talk about grief for a second, we're looking at it like this relationship bank account. And if I have this relationship bank account with myself, every time that I grieve, I'm just sending it out and I'm not bringing it back in. So, how can I repay myself and process that grief in order to keep my heart upwards and to keep my posture up and straight and to not let that grief tank me to reverse me down? So, the ways that we can do this is, why am I grieving? Who am I grieving? What am I grieving? How am I grieving? What happens to my body when I grieve? Is there a different way that I could grieve? It's literally asking yourself all of these critical thinking questions of what is it that I can do to change? Because I'm sure you don't want to feel like this anymore. What you thought was love is not love. How maybe we see this motherly line here, right? So, how your mother taught you to love is not helpful or beneficial. It wasn't really love, it was just forced care, right? So, now you're learning to not just force care yourself and how to love yourself. And the more that we can make this happen, the more that this is just going to bridge out. It has to contribute to the energy the more and more it goes. So if we see the Four of Cups, we're also going to see the Four of Wands in the back far other paradigm. So it's very much twin flaming. Earth signs, you are your own twin flame first. You're your own twin flame first with God. This person, this feminine, I want to hear. I'm hearing. I mean, it's feminine all over this. This is the energy, the catalyst that has come to help you heal your own maternal line, to help you face the dark. And, we see this petals reflecting on the water. So if we just went into the water, it would still look like this, wouldn't it? So what happens if we went into the moon? Wouldn't it still look like this also? Does it have to look like it's just a closed off circle? Maybe if you got closer, it wouldn't be as bad as you thought. Maybe if you just approached it, maybe you would get humbled. You know, this is having control of our emotions, not making horrible decisions emotionally fueled, using the right words and the right language, understanding and patience. This is this person that's around you, that follows you, your own moon to your sun. That's everything that she's ever been. Or this masculine has been for you, depending, because the feminine twin flame can be in the masculine vessel. So we do see a lot here. We do see a lot here. The need to go in and love your own self. And as much as you learn to love your own self, you're also loving that twin. And if you want to love that twin into true 3D fruition, God's not going to hand you this twin back if you are not properly, correctly loving yourself, Earth sign, because then you never learned the lesson. I love you, and God loves you more than me. Wounds into light.